Hello and welcome back. This is the video where I guess I'm going to share my different versions of the same decks. So I showed in a previous video, I don't know which one's going to upload first, but I shared my tarot decks that I kept after the cull. With those, of my two favorites, I have the sentimental Waite Smith. Is sentimental to me because my first ever tarot deck was a plaid back, and way back in 1986. And Thoth is now also my favorite. So Waite Smith is my favorite for reading for other people across the board. Like, that is the one I will grab to read for other people. Just recently, I'm starting to grab Thoth to read for other people. After about, I have over 2.5 years under my belt now with that deck, using it every day for daily draws, reading for myself, and like just very people that are very close to me. I'm just starting to feel comfortable that I could just, whip out my Thoth and read for other people, read for the public like I do with my Rider-Waite. So I'll start with the first one I ever had. This is not mine. This is not my first one, but this is pre-copyright of the yellow box, printed in Switzerland, I guess for you collecting like people. And I'm a little bit of a collector, a little bit of a nerd myself, so it's okay, right? We're amongst friends here. There's no shade here. I got this stupid, crazy, cheap. Look how it's brand new. It's clean. It's pristine. Pre-copyright. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Vintage cardstock, just like the one I had that I hated. But I love that I have a version of the first tarot deck I ever owned. So that's, of course, I kept that one. It's in order. It lives in my curio cabinet, and I kept it. Of course, I kept all my Rider-Waite decks. Of course, the Centennial I showed you before. This guy has a lot of. It's nice and soft from a lot of wear. Has that disheveled look, but still looks good, right? Because a US Games cardstock. This guy. This is my first FOMO. This was my very first FOMO. It was 2017. I was watching, sorry guys, my hands are got some swelling in my hands. They're a little arthritic today. This was my first FOMO. I was, when I first started watching TarotTube, around 2017, early 2017, and Hoi Polloi. I spent my birthday money on this. I got it on eBay. I paid way too much for it. I would never do that again. I'm glad I have it. I keep it because this is the tarot deck I would have had if I was younger when I got my first tarot deck. So this would have been like, this is totally, I'm a child of the 70s. This looks like my art style, my coloring skills with markers from the 70s. It's not a perfect, it's not Pixie's art. It's someone who redrew Pixie's art. It's, but I put it in this category because it's pretty much Rider-Waite. All right, that's enough. If you see this for like 10 bucks, 20 bucks maximum, you're getting a good deal. Don't pay anything more than that. It's not even worth it, really, unless you're a collector and you need to have it in your collection and you want to spend that kind of money on it. But I would never, ever do that again. The next one is the original Waite Smith that I trimmed completely. And this one I had, this is the one, this is my favorite backs. The blue and the white, the light blue and the white. And this one, like I said, it's my favorite backs. These backs have a white border. I had trimmed off the white border. I don't know what possessed me. I was in that modding. I didn't keep too many modded tarot decks, and that's a whole other conversation for a whole other video. But anyway. But this one bangs around in my purse. It's crazy durable. It's this one is almost linoleum tiled too. It's look how thick it is. It's like my Centennial. And I took the titles off. And at first I had just trimmed the borders, and then they were all different sizes, like seriously different sizes. This was such a bad printing of this deck. But I've bonded to it. This is the one that lives in my bag, so I'm not going to get rid of it. But it's a terrible printing of this deck. Yet there's something. Oh, sorry. There's something really charming about it. I'll try to be better with the paying attention to where stuff is. The last one, people, is probably my favorite of all of them. And it's this one. This is the golden. I think this is the Golden Rider. The artist who painted the Golden Rider is François Tapernou. And this one is, people are asking stupid crazy money for the English version. The French one is still available. Okay, so it's Rider-Waite. The French one is still available. Do a search for it. I got mine on eBay. I'm not ashamed to say I paid $30 Canadian. With the exchange, it came to $30 Canadian plus the shipping, which wasn't crazy either. It ended up costing me $50 Canadian to ship from France. It came brand new, like I edged it, but it came brand new, shrink wrapped with the like shrink wrapped by AGM. No guidebook, no little white book, no box. My understanding is that a whole mess of these were a whole mess of tarot decks were destroyed in a flood in a store or the publisher in France, and the boxes and books were all damaged. But because the decks were all sealed in cellophane, there's a seller on eBay who sells whatever decks they have left. And last I checked, this one is they still have it. Oh my God, some of these, the painting is hilarious on them. This is a warm and inviting kind of version of RWS. This is the one that, again, it's warm and comforting, and probably it's the color palette. Probably it has that, I love the way AGM cards feel. AGM's like my favorite when it comes to the quality of the cards. What is it, cardstock? AGM is the best. So before you start posting, where do I get this? Do a Google search. Do a Google search for Tarot François Tapernou, and it'll take you to the eBay France seller that still has these. I'm pretty sure they still have them. All right, and that's my Rider-Waite, my versions of Rider-Waite. And I told you the golden is my favorite. Again, it was my unicorn deck for the longest time, and I wasn't going to pay stupid money for it. I wasn't going to, and I'm glad I held out. And I will tell you what my friend Sylvain says. If you're meant to work with a deck, it will come to you of its own volition and affordably. So that's how I have a Golden Rider. All right. Yeah, of course I kept all my Crowley decks. I will share with you. So I have I'm not going to keep all of these either, right? This is the Pocket Swiss. It's so tiny, and my eyes. It's hard for me to see. I don't know. Do you want to see what? I'll show you what it looks like. So it's very tiny. Like, you know, it's different. Like, you know, you're watching it on your screen and it's all super big and everything. It's like, I don't even know if it's in focus. It's adorable, but I used to use this one for spellcraft, but now I just use my greenie for that, even though it's big. It's like I know what I want from it when I'm using it for magical working. So this is probably gonna go. This is that crazy bootleg. That's I think it's still available on eBay. It has an Ankh. It's put out by some kind of society. It's the Three Magus. It's the Three Magus Thoth knockoff, bootleg, pirate, whatever you want to call it. The colors are really jacked up. It has more of a blue tone to the colors. And this one just lives in my bag. I carry that one and my little Waite. This one, we've seen this many times, right? This is my greenie. This is my grubby greenie, the one I bought off eBay and 2.5 years ago. Again. And of course I have one of these, because why not? I got this, I can't remember, while back. I think it's because I gifted one, and then this was, oh yeah, and I think it was on sale, and there was a sale somewhere, and I picked up a spare in case I wanted to gift it to someone. This, my lovely friend Sylvain sent me this one. This is the French AGM. This is that sexy one with the caramel borders, and where the artwork was rephotographed, I think, some fancy thing. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's got a great energy to it, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Sylvain. De tout mon cœur. I really adore this one. Okay. I don't think you want to watch me fiddle with boxes. The last two are mind-blowing to me. The last two I received as gifts. The first one, this one, is a greenie that, oops, this is a greenie I won in a draw last year around Christmas on Facebook, in a Facebook group, in my Facebook group of all places, right? It's slightly different from my greenie. The backs are a little less saturated. I don't know. But anyway, what's different about this one and the one and mine that I purchased is that this one's softer. So at a certain point, when my hands can't handle the one I'm using now, I'm going to have to use this one. And oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for this. Here's a little note from the person I won the draw. Like, anyway, so I keep the little note in there to remind me where it came from, and that it was around Christmas. I noticed that when I love something, I'm a magnet for more of the same. So I guess that's that Magic 101, or what the law of attraction is. And then there's this one. I don't know what this one is. It's the one in this kind of box. All I know is that it's vintage. It was a gift from a kind and generous person who I'm so grateful. I absolutely love it. You may have seen the box in my defunctifying box. It's this one. You can see the backs. So I'm very fortunate to have this. I know it goes for crazy, stupid money. Look at this. Some of these, it looks like the picture was taken with, and like the flash and like the photos overexposed. Some of these look really, really terrible. And I guess I find it charming. And all the borders are a different shade of blue. And probably it could be age. I don't know. But I love it. I love vintage. I don't know which box this is. I'm not a this is a little silicone packet to keep stuff dry. Anyway, I'm not a, what do you call it? Like I'm not a collector. I'm a collector of things that I love, but I'm not a collector that I know a lot about these things. I just know the ones that I love, and I love them all. And that's really what the purpose of the exercise of getting rid of all the ones I didn't love was to make room for stuff that I love. So that's it for my duplicates of like my different versions of Waite Smith and Thoth. And I think I wanted to share with you the only other deck I think I have two versions of is my other favorite, which is Animal Wise. And I don't know, are we up? I'm not gonna do the flip through now. I think that could be its own little quick video. If anyone is interested. If you're not interested, if no one shows an interest, I'm not going to do it, because flip throughs are not my idea of a good time. Okay, you should see the mess. All you see is like my little surface here, but all around me is piles. This is the first edition of this deck, and I'm just going to show you here, I'll show you the full card to show you what they did to change. Here, let me put the first one on the left. And, I don't know. Again, I'm not a flip through station channel. I used to do flip throughs, like, you know, talking to the camera, facing the camera. So yeah, you see, this is what they did with the first edition. Some pictures are different. So one, the photograph is smaller in the first edition. So they bumped up the picture in the second edition, and they changed some of the photos completely. I love Ted Andrews' decks. These are literally, I swear, they must be pictures he took out in the wild, because some of them are really terrible. So yeah, and see, and this one too was changed. A lot of them are the same. It's just the first two I know for sure have changed. See, like Blessings and Magic Afoot, and this one says Blessings, Magic, and Invisibility for Fox. Different. This guy is so cute. They changed the alignment of the cards, the layout, and all this stuff for practicality. These are a lot easier to read in terms visually. They're less these are busy. These, I lay them out and it's like they annoy me a little bit. And I think it's because it's the words on the sides. I think it's because there's all this, I don't know. There's something. This one I could see better. One, the picture of the animals bumped up more, but oh yeah, look, even this one's different. Oh, geez. Okay, maybe I am going to have to do a flip through of this. Okay, I gotta see one. Oh, this one's the same. Okay, so here's one we could compare the same. See what I mean? Visually, this one I find it clearer to see, or easier to see what I'm looking at. This is very busy to me, but I love them, and like I said, I'm pretty sure these sell really well. I'm pretty sure that they'll come back in an updated version, either by the same publisher or a different one. All right, so that's it for these, and I'll see you in the next video.